Talofa Faithful, how's everybody doing? It's Victory Monday. Obviously, we are coming off the victory over those silly old Dallas Cowgirls. We beat them. Probably not the game a lot of us thought it was going to be. Probably ended up being a lot closer. Um, wasn't a great game by any means at all. But like I say, a win is a win. But going into this bye, we definitely got some things to work on. And with the trade deadline tomorrow, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow when me and TJ do our review show and hopefully talk about some new 49ers and see what we got going on there. So let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to go ahead and pull up, excuse me, the game. All right, there it is. And so here we go. We are going to react to the 49ers beating the Cowboys last night. Oh, that's a good thing to say. Anytime you can say the 49ers beat the Cowboys, it's a good day. All right, here we go. All right, don't forget that during the in between a couple of quarters, we'll be doing a few what you would call it commercial breaks to put some stuff up real quick. Let's go ahead and rewind that again because I wasn't paying attention. My bad. All right, here we go. All right, so we got Brock going back to pass, throwing over the middle, getting Mr. Ricky Pearsall involved quick and early in this game. I loved seeing him get involved really quick with that. Ricky had a really good night. Brock's back again, throwing deep to Debo. If he could lead Debo a little bit more, Debo, I mean, he went pretty far. Let's be honest. So let's rewind that just a little bit more and let's double check on that one. So, all right, there we go. Debo goes out. Debo comes around. Let's see if he gets off. Maybe he doesn't necessarily get that big, touchdown that we would be hoping for right there. But definitely, there's been something going on, dare I say, with Brock's arm. I don't know if it's the elbow injury coming back to hurt him. You've seen him kind of go like this quite often, rub his arm and stuff like that. So I don't know if maybe the whole, remember, I don't know. Oh, I hope everybody's been able to hear me when my mic was sitting all the way up there. Why didn't any of y'all tell me? Oh, yeah, because this is pre-recorded. So I'm not sure if there's something going on with Brock's arm or anything like that, but I'm not going to say it's concerning, but it's something that you kind of pick up on after watching half a year's worth of games. So we'll definitely see. But he could have definitely gone deeper with that one, or if he had gone deeper with that one, might have been able to get an actual touchdown for Debo. But definitely, he had lots of yak after this one, so good on him. All right, hand off to Mr. Mason there, getting about 4 yards on that one. Mason looked good in the little bit of time that he did play. And this right here is going to be the downfall of this team right now, not being able to score in the red zones, and just getting. Not only this was actually in the red zone, but anytime we get stopped and we have to settle for field goals, this is not going to work against the big teams. When we play the better teams in a division, like the Lions that are looking amazing right now. The Lions are scoring every which way possible, including the special teams. Their special teams had almost 200 yards return yards this day. I would give up for half of that. But anyways, not being able to score and always have to settle for field goals. So we get into playoffs, Super Bowl, all that kind of stuff. That's not going to win us games, and it's starting to get bothersome. But it is what it is. What it is. We start the game off with Anderson kicking kicking for 3. Dare I say, maybe we have a kicker controversy. We don't, but I've already heard rumblings of people saying that. Look at Bosa coming off the edge right there. Bosa had an amazing game. Just pressures left, right, and center all over the place coming from him. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Dak, the $60 million man himself, throwing, and he gets the first. That was a good the first down on that one because he caught the ball before it. Let's see. All right, we got Dak again. I'm just going to end up in the stop here. Look, pressure. Dak, I'm not sure where Dak is going, but right there, Mr. Brown with the pick. Let's take a look again. Who's getting pressure over there on Dak that forced Dak to pull that down like that? All right, let's check it out again. Look at the pressure. Look at it coming from outside. Oh, no, this is the play before. My bad. Now we're looking at the one that we were talking about for that deep pass where where Tig picks it off. Let's see. Look at all that pressure. Then we got Mr. Bosa coming up the middle. This guy got beat, so if he had to take a step back, we've got pressure coming up the middle. Again, defensive line played pretty damn good today. Just throws it up. Tig playing center field just comes over there and grabs it for the first pick of Dak for the night. And while Brown, this is not, obviously he is not a rookie. Man, the young kids came to play yesterday, did they not? All the young kids showed up. All right, we got the ball back there. Mr. Guerrero faking it. Rock rolling, throwing to the Mr. Kittle. How many of you think that right now we're almost wasting George Kittle? We spent the last 3 or 4 years with an offensive line that's been substandard at some positions, where we've had to keep Kittle in order to help, because as Kittle is an amazing blocker. Kittle could probably put on 50 pounds and easily be a top fucking tackle. So let's be honest. That's how good of a blocker he is. But do we think, and congrats to George for getting his 500 career catches and moving into third all-time in the San Francisco 49ers for yardage. Are we is the way this offense run, is that holding George back from being a literal all-time great tight end? I mean, he's still going to go down as one of the greatest tight ends of all time. But you look at the amount of yards that he puts up when we focus on him as a wide receiving target. He makes plays no matter what. Every time he makes plays. Have we stunted the greatness of George Kittle? And how much? Just something to think about. And he had an amazing day, obviously, with yesterday being the National Tight End Day. George went off. George went off on National Tight End Day. Why is this not staying on? Stay on, damn it. All right, let's get back to this. There he goes. The great man himself. But ends in a punt. So we are punting again. Wisnowski. Boom! Turpin. This one had me scared a little bit. When he hit that hole right there, there was a little of a seam. And Turpin, and then look, now we're fighting. The only problem I have with that fight right there is that I know that Fred is the leader. Obviously, he's the leader of this team, probably overall, you could probably say. And he took the penalty for that. And while Fred is a lead from the front kind of guy, we're just kind of somebody else took that penalty just on the off chance something else happened with Fred, and then he gets ejected. We don't need Fred ejected. Someone else needs to step up and take that penalty instead of Fred. But I'm never going to stop saying, you know, Fred, don't be Fred. I would take that's just Fred can't do it, but I'd like to see somebody else, show that emotion. Because honestly, there still wasn't a whole lot of emotion yesterday. How this play went for anywhere is beyond me. That play just looked ugly from the get, and then he got lucky at the end with the fumble. I mean, look at everything that happened in this play. Nobody knows what's going on. He goes one way, up, okay, go. So, one of the bad sequence events by the D, especially in the first half. The first half, they were pretty good. Second half, we let them come back as usual. CeeDee Lamb was going to get his. I mean, the entire offense of the Cowboys is basically Dak drop back, Dak finds CD. How far can he throw ball to a CD? That is the entire offense for the Cowboys. That's all they do. They can't run the ball. Ferguson is kind of with their tight end, almost the same situation. Oh, Ferguson's open. Let me just throw it up there, and hopefully he can make some yak yards. Ferguson had the one good play on the screen where he went for like about 20, 30 yards, whatever it was. But, again, that is their entire offense. Otherwise, running, I'm surprised they got as much rushing as they did, to be honest. All right. This is that Ferguson play, I believe. Oh, nope. But, again, another quick one to Ferguson. And after the fight on that one, and with this drive, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, wait a minute. Did we just give the Cowboys all the momentum they need to take this game? Because as I've said over and over again, I feel that this team mentally is kind of broken. And when it comes to these kind of things, this is usually what shuts this team down. Granted, it typically more than usually happens in the second half, but All right, so we've already gone through the first quarter, and I'm a little slow on things, so I actually need to play one of our ads real quick. So give me just 1 second, and I'm going to play one of our ads.
By SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out this show.
Big thank you to Sea Giant for being one of our sponsors on there. Make sure if you're going to be buying tickets or anything like that, please use Sea Giant to make sure that you can get a discount on there. Put some little pocket money in our pocket. Everybody's happy, right? All right, let's keep going with this game. All right, so obviously they've got the touchdown, and now they're leading. And to be honest, this is where it started getting a little bit iffy, just because momentum. Oh no, we only got a field goal. They got a touchdown. We've seen this story before. This team can't score touchdowns, especially in the red zone. Debo in motion. Debo actually left the game. Another one out there. Who's that? That is Mr. Pearsall. Again, we know the story. We can only say it so many times. The kid looks great. Another run by Mason doesn't go for a whole lot right there. Apparently, he injured his shoulder and was able to come back in. But with the emergence of Garendo late in the game, we didn't need him. And I know a lot of people have been arguing about this pass right here. Was it a great pass by Brock? No. Do you want a quarterback who's probably going to be one of the, if not the highest paid quarterback in the league next season to make this kind of a pass? Obviously, yes, you do. But at the same time, Debo, you've got to make that play, man. On a fourth, this is the fourth and now. You're open. It's again not a great play or a great pass by Brock in any sort of way, but he has to be able to get that kind of a catch, especially when you're a big paid receiver like he is. Dak doing Dak things, hoping, and just throwing. That is the entire offense of the Cowboys right there, because they can't run for shit. All right, Dak's going back. Dak to a quick throw out to Ferguson again, and everybody's there to meet him. There's a fumble, and then luckily, for the second time tonight, they get a good bounce, and it goes back to them again. So they settle for the field goal. And that's another thing, that their field goal kicker is actually pretty decent. All right, I was hoping for some more points coming out of the and into the second half. Mr. Garendo, yeah. Kid showed up tonight, man. You can definitely see the speed that he brings. It's like watching a young Raheem Mostert. It's got that same burst of speed when he hits that zone, and there's that hole. It's like bam. Him and Mason, going forward, because obviously we're not going to have CMC forever. But if we have a nice, thunder and lightning type thing going, for hopefully, quite a few years. Mason is obviously more of the pounded out kind of guy, the closer. And then it's nice to see someone like Garendo who just has that speed. Here's George on a 3rd and 15, where I got excited because I actually thought, because I remember watching this game, I saw him, get past the sticks, thinking, oh, we got the first. Oh, no, wait a minute. All right, and again, settling for a field goal. Tell me if you've seen this story and how this story ends for the 49ers. It does not end well at all. Again, this is not going to work when we play the better teams down the stretch, because we got some big games coming up. We got the Bucks. Say what you want about the Bucks. The Bucks are a good team. We got the Packers. We've obviously got the Lions. We've got the Bills. Field goals are not going to work when it comes to these guys. Brock going back. Brock started getting hot. Brock putting on some moves. Whoop. Brock, for the love of God, please learn how to slide. I don't want to see any more of this. You didn't get hurt, but I don't want to see you turn into Tua. We don't seeing him turn into Tua. Like, come on. Look, you could have slid right there. You could have gone feet first, backed off everybody. You save yourself. It's really worth, you know what I mean? So, just the way that ends up, it ends up terribly half the time. Like I said, if that's Tua's got an injury right there. But it's also Brock. All right, so we got Brock back again. Brock straight over the middle to the one and only George Kittle. Trying to have himself like I thought that was gonna be another one of those Saints carry against the Saints where he carries like 4 of them. George Kittle would show up like this to National Tight End Day. I mean, it's his day. His day. Damn it, it's like a birthday to him. All right. Juice in motion. Isaac Garendo right up the middle for his first touchdown. Congratulations, Mike, my dude. One of what we're hoping is many. Again, had an amazing game yesterday. Love the 1-2 punch that we're getting between Mason and Garendo right now. And I think Garendo's just going to get better. Didn't play a whole lot. It's a converted wide receiver. All this kind of stuff. He's just going to get better. Freak of nature, freak of speed, and everything goes. All right, Dak's dropping back. Dak is rolling. And we have another pick over there by Demo. Can we just pay Demo now? I understand that, him and his agent said they wanted to play this on the last year on their contract, and they'll see what happens in the offseason. They're going to test the market. Don't let this man get into free agency. Just basically hand him the check and be like, what do you want? At this point, we need him. We're going to lose Ward. And Nardo Green looking really good. Second one by Kittle for the touchdown. A lot of people had the problem with this one simply because, there's the quote-unquote the pick. It's fine. This is a legal pick, if you will. Conley doesn't in no way, shape, or form put his hands up to try and block the other guy. He doesn't change his direction to make sure that he runs in it. He's just running a route. Look, it just happens to be that George makes almost a perfect comeback, the back end side of the pick. He's literally right on him. They're damn near one person. He's so close to him. Look at him. Boom. Great pass. Great play call. Honestly, I might have had a stroke with as high as my blood pressure got had we overturned that because I was pissed. I could feel the little anime vein in my forehead at this point, popping up and down. So I'm glad this obviously went our way. And of course, they made the correct call. Even what's his name from New York said that was the correct call for this one. And that, like I said, Conley did nothing wrong. Like you can watch it in slow motion. He doesn't alter his path. He doesn't put his hands up like he's going to see, look, see, nothing. Doesn't do any of that. Kind of pushes him off, but I mean, then again, when someone runs into you like that, you push him off. It's a perfect pick. All right, so now we got Dak going back. Dak, rolling. Can you find anybody? Nope. Story most of the night for the Cowboys, although they do start getting – the Cowboys offense starts getting hot. Well, a few mistakes by the 49ers linebackers and stuff let them get hot. Only for a little while. Brock with the wheels. Diving headfirst. Please, for the love of God, Brock, please slide. Look, with this one, there was no reason for you to be running head first. Absolutely none. You could have slid. You didn't gain anything by going head first. Slide. Again, you get a concussion. And we got to have, Josh Allen or Brandon Allen play. It's just like, come on. Brush for the fake. Brock going deep to Mr. George again. Is that George? Yep, definitely George. What am I questioning? The only guy with long blonde hair on the team. At this point, we should have put them away. This is one of the points in the game where you definitely put these guys away, and then that's it. But, again, it's not quite the fourth quarter. We know about San Francisco 49ers and fourth quarter 10-point leads. They just don't mix. So there it is, Brock going in with a touchdown on the sneak. Even though I don't think he really got in, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, see, the ball actually crossed the line with everything touching. Yeah, screw it. As many times as we get screwed over with stuff like this, I'll take it. All right, so now that we are going into the fourth quarter, we are going to take the second of our breaks, and we'll be right back.
You buy shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out this show.
All right, again, if you could please use the affiliate link that we have down in the description of this video. Obviously, you're going to be buying a ton of 49ers gear one way or the other. So why not use that link? Gives you guys a little bit of a discount, puts a little bit of money in our pockets, and so everybody is happy. So again, please use the link if you're going to be doing any shopping for 49ers gear in the NFL shop. And again, it will be down below. And then we thank you very much for using that link.
You buy, shop for.
I don't know why that came back up. Let's start the game again. All right, Dak's going back. Dak's looking around. Boom. Another sack. And this defensive line is starting to look like something that I like going forward. Maybe not necessarily for this year. I still think maybe we trade for someone like a veteran presence. But going forward, I think we have a solid defensive line. And this is where Garendo just starts chucking out yards. Brock, what are you doing? What are you doing, Brock? That was just terrible. What are you doing, Brock? Brock, I don't think you played the best game of your career with this one, but this play made no sense. Like, who are you throwing to? If you wanted to run for it, you should have ran. Look, you can commit right here. You might be able to get that first down. Obviously, it's going to be iffy because you got one guy here, obviously this guy here, and then another person right off screen. But this is one of those ones where if you decide to actually run, okay, I'm with you with this one. But then you put the brakes on because obviously you're going over here covered. But then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. What are you thinking? Throw this out of ball. Throw this out of bounds. Do not become the Iowa State Cyclone Brock Purdy. That's the Brock Purdy that did crazy, stupid shit like this. Yes, you're going to get the crazy good play every once in a while. But this is not the game that has won you all these games in NFL and got you to the Super Bowl. This is dumb shit. So Brock, throw this away. I'm not sure if you still thought you could get it over here, don't. Just throw it away, buddy. There's no need for that. That he catches that, you've got 4 people to block for him. They go into the end zone. This is a completely different game because there's no one stopping him at that point. Dak is going back. Dak again. It's just huck the ball up and hope on a prayer for the Cowboys with their offense. Yep, another pass interference. That one was so ticky-tacky. Throwing it, there's Turpin again. Turpin's got some good speed. I thought we'd see more of him. Yep, another one, CD. CD's one of those players it's just hard. Let's see. So CD is going to be right here. Look how many people he's got around him. And just wide open. Breakdown in coverage. See if we can find it again. See, he's just coming across the field. No one goes with him. Wide open. And again, with how this team has been in the fourth quarter, at this point in the game, I don't know about anybody else, but I was getting real nervous. Ricky Pearsall. Chris Collins on this one was talking about how Ricky Pearsall is not that fast. I'm like, looking pretty fast. I still think Collinsworth is still mad that he got beat in the Super Bowl by the Niners many, many, many years ago when he was a wide receiver for the Bengals. And I think that's his biggest issue, is that he's still pissed off about that. Again, that's what Brock should have done in the previous series, just throw it away. And Anderson gets for the kick. Boom. CD. Another one to CD. Him getting a bunch of yak. Again, I haven't watched y'all 22 yet to see if we just went strictly into prevent and Sorensen was just whatever he was doing again and just was being stupid. But here we go again. Whoop. Another one. Wide open. How is CD Lamb, the one offensive threat on the Cowboys, that wide open again? Let's see if we can find it. It is. He gets released. We've got 2 of our guys over down here. Got crossed up, and there he is. And they're coming in, making it 24-30. And like I said, at this point, I was just like, oh, no, not again. Not again. Yep, just crossed them up and got him there. I don't know how many times we got to see this with Demo and Brown. And then, of course, the last part of this where we had to get the first down. Juice doesn't do it. That's on third. And now everybody was seriously puckering. If you weren't, you were lying. So Dak drops back. Dak goes deep. Nope. And honestly, Demo, as much as the good coverage that Demo had right there, he actually did touch the ball. It looked like he did. And he was in pretty much as perfect position as you can ever play. That ball was just dropped. Plain and simple. That ball was just dropped. Here's their 4th and 10. He's just throwing it up. And feet got tangled. That's us getting the game. There's one first down that we needed to get there. And Grendo, don't score. And he slides this time. And I like it. It's like, yeah, this time, don't question me. I slid on purpose for this time. So obviously, there was the issue of what happened versus Seattle if he got tackled or if he didn't slide, if he didn't know what to do or anything like that. But one way or the other, Faithful, that is us beating the Cowboys 30-24, going into the bye week. We'll see what happens. It's been one hell of an up and down kind of a ride. I still think there's a few issues with this team. Like I said, it's mostly on the mental aspect of it. But we're going to start getting some of these guys back who are injured. So let's see what that does to bolster things around the locker room. See what happens. Again, tomorrow, me and TJ, 4:30, we'll be going over the game with our usual Tuesday review show. Also, don't forget, tomorrow is the trade deadline. So we'll see what's happening. Like I said, I can see us making a move for a couple of different positions. Let's see what happens from now. Let's see what happens between now and then. All right, Faithful. Fa Te Lava. One love.
Today's episode is sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at ninerfaithfulradio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join. For the Faithful by the Faithful Season 4 apparel is finally here. To see this year's designs and also save 20% off of Season 1 through 3 designs, go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful, inviting you to check out our game day shows. I'll get you ready for the game with our pregame show. Jason gives you his thoughts on the first half with our halftime show, and Jamie will wrap things up with our postgame show. Tune in every Monday to watch Jason react to the highlights of last week's game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. Tune in every Tuesday at 4:30 here on the West Coast as Jason and I review last week's game. Tune in for Madden Stream Wednesday as we stream this week's game on Madden 25. Join us Friday for our NFR weekly review at 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. End your week with some drinks and laughs. Get all the highlights from all the Niners press conferences every Saturday on Niner Faithful Radio Presser Review. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X. This segment is brought to you by Shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out the show. This segment is brought to you by SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets.